Alright guys, Armor Core 6 is out, and yes, the answer is it does support 21 by 9. However, it does not fill the screen completely, although you do get to choose 21 by 9 in the graphic settings, but there are tiny slight black bar on the left and right, just kind of like Death Stranding. The opening FMV doesn't completely fill the ultra wide screen. There is still some black bars on the left and right. There are some mix of cutscenes, in-game cutscenes that are 21 by 9, and then some are 16 by 9. So far, the only one I know 16 by 9 is during your takeoff and your entrance to the mission. Alright, so that is not all that bad considering this is the first From Software to support ultra wides out the box, even though it's not perfect. Also, the frame rate is raised to 120 as opposed to being capped at 60. So, all that bitching on the Steam forum is definitely helping out. So, they are listening, guys. So, keep bitching, I suppose. Performance wise, it is running pretty darn good if you compare it to Elden Ring. Granted that Elden Ring is an open world, but still this game is running really darn smooth. I really didn't encounter any stutters or hitches, so it is off to a great start so far. Graphic setting is pretty limited, as you can see on the screen. There is no upscaling technology supported in any way, just like Elden Ring, so no DLSS or even FSR. HDR, however, is supported, but it is just a toggle, it is on and off. Ray tracing is also supported, but again, it is just an on and off. There is no option to adjust anything. I did notice that if you want HDR working, make sure it is in full screen. Even though having it on full screen with HDR, touching any of the keys like Alt Tab, it does make the screen washed out until you Alt Tab again. So just keep that in mind if you're getting really weird washed out look when you enable HDR. Make sure it is in full screen and you're not alt tabbing between the screens. Gameplays wise, it is pretty darn fun. Just don't expect it to be anything like Dark Souls. Just go in, enjoy it as a mech action game, and you will definitely have a good time. It is very easy just to pick up. You'll be zipping around, shooting and attacking robots and drones within a matter of a couple minutes. The control is pretty darn intuitive. Even with the mouse and keyboard, it was very easy just to pick up and play. I didn't have to adjust any of the settings or the key binding. I will have to say, overall, this is probably From Software best PC port so far, so that is a good sign for what's coming. Audio is pretty excellent as well. You'll feel every weight of your sword as you're cutting through mech, and all the guns and rockets when you're shooting it all feels great and impactful. So it is definitely pretty darn good in the audio department. As for if this game is for you, do you like mech? Do you like action game? And do you like to customize a lot? Because you're going to be doing a lot of customization after every mission as you purchase or unlock gears or paint and emblem and things like that. So if you're really into that stuff, this game is might be for you. But if you're just curious, because this is a From Software game, but you're really not that big into mech, I would likely hold off on it, considering it is nothing like a Dark Soul game if that's what you're looking for. But I will say for someone who's not that big into mech, the only last game, mech game that I played was Virtual On, and that was like the arcade back in the mid 90s. So if you know what game I'm talking about, then yeah, that was a long time ago. And I'm really enjoying this game right now. I love the customization, the action. It feels really fluid, and it is a mech game. And there hasn't been a mech game that's really caught my attention except for this one. And I will say I'm enjoying it so far. So I will leave it there. And thanks to you guys for watching this far. Very close to the channel is very close to 1,000. So I appreciate everybody that subscribed it and the continued support. until reach that 1,000 milestone. Until then, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.